I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Hello, Game Fackers! This is your boy, the Slime Man, speaking to you with my voice and bringing you a nasty video game review. Today, I'm going to take a look at Samurai Shodown for the PS4. It just arrived pretty much yesterday, and I've been playing it for a day. Now, off the bat, let me say that Best Buy dropped the ball on this game. I pre-ordered it before the game came out, and it didn't ship till release date via UPS. And I received the game a week later, which is so weird. I've never had that happen with Best Buy, so I don't know why or what they did to mess it up that badly. So back to Samurai Shodown. I've been a big fan of the game since I played the first one in the arcades. I remember going to a 7-Eleven and finding a Neo Geo machine, and on that cabinet was Samurai Shodown, and I loved it. The graphics were amazing, the sound was incredible. I liked the controls, that felt really awesome. I mean, the only thing I didn't like about it at first was how you had to press two buttons to get a heavy strike or a fierce strike. That took some getting used to. But overall, it was an amazing game. And I've been playing the series pretty much every single time there's a new game released. I will jump on it. My favorite was Samurai Shodown 2 for a very long time. I really liked the upgrades they did to the game, and the new characters like Cham Cham were awesome. She was a fun character. Now, my main character used to be Genjuro, and he came out in Samurai Shodown 2. So I started playing him, and I loved his playing style. He had a great Rekaken style attack, which allowed you to do multiple slashes, which looked really cool. I was also a fan of Wan Fu. I really liked them in the first game with his saber. After 2, I think, they gave him this huge boulder, the stone pillar actually, a stone pillar, which looked cool, but I really missed his sword. It was a huge saber type sword, and it looked cool. I actually didn't play Samurai Shodown 3 for a very long time. It just escaped my radar. I don't know why. I've heard a lot of different people say that it's the worst Samurai Shodown, but I find it fun. I thought it was the burst slash system was interesting, but I thought it was a fun game. I really liked Samurai Shodown 4, Amakusa's Revenge, which was a pretty awesome game. The graphics looked really improved. I mean, to me at the time they did. And of course, 5 was awesome, and so was 5 Special. I only played Samurai Shodown 6 one time, I believe, and it was a pretty cool game. I really liked it. So now we have Samurai Shodown for the PS4, and I have to tell you, this game is so amazing. I wasn't a big fan of King of Fighters 14's graphic style. It just seemed kinda, I don't know, not as exciting as past titles. I mean, of course, the past titles were 2D, and the art was amazing. But the character models just looked lazy to me. I don't know. But Samurai Shodown, the new one, the art style is just so awesome. It kind of reminds me of Street Fighter V. It's very stylistic. The characters have this cool effect that look like they're hand drawn, like maybe comic book. Um, but it just looks really amazing, interesting. I love it. And the music and sound effects really impressed me. I've always loved Japanese music, and the music in this game just sounds so authentic and loud and incredible. It really adds to the atmosphere of the game. Now, I really like the three new characters they introduced in this game. Um, Excuse me if I mispronounce some of these names, but Yashara Maru Kurama, the new ninja type character who wears like a crow mask, he's really cool. I like his weapon. His sword is so cool. Darly Dagger, she's pretty awesome. She has some really heavy hitting attacks. I really enjoy playing her. She does a lot of damage. And the third character, Wu Zui Sang, she has this shield, and honestly, I haven't really played with her. She's, I mean, she looks cool, but her fighting style doesn't really interest me. Not really. I mean, eventually, I'm sure I'll play as her, but for right now, she's in the back burner. And of course, the returning characters just look amazing. Jubei, I really like the way he looks. I mean, he looks just so cool with his double sword style, and his personality just comes through a lot more. I don't know why, but when I look at him now, he reminds me of a Japanese cop for some reason. And who knows, maybe he probably is a cop. But I really like what they did with him. Another character that looks really cool now is Ukyo Takibana. I don't know what it is, but they really emphasize him being sick now. Like, it stands out more. And I love how in some of his win poses he gets like these geisha girls that just chase him. I mean, they've always chased him, but it looks really cool now. I really like that. Shiki looks awesome. So does Hanzo, Galforward. Really, all the characters look amazing. I really like like I said, the graphics look just incredible. Now, the gameplay is pretty amazing too. I don't know why, but the hits in this game just feel good. When you land a heavy fear strike, it just feels really awesome. I don't know, they feel powerful. I like that you can disarm your opponents with a special move. That's pretty cool. Now, one thing about the matches that I mean, for me, they feel a lot quicker. Maybe it's because of the amount of damage that you can do, but I've had matches last very, very little, like maybe last like maybe 30 seconds, 20 seconds, and I only did like maybe 3 moves. So it feels quicker to me, just on the gameplay side. Now, to me, the story mode really feels like an arcade mode. I mean, there's you fight a series of characters, and they have like these special intros, I guess, but it really doesn't feel like a story mode to me. It feels like an actual arcade mode, which the game actually doesn't have. So I don't know, it's kind of weird. I really would have called it just arcade, not story mode. The gallery, of course, lets you watch movies and artwork that you've unlocked through story mode, and it's pretty cool. The dojo, I don't really play online, so I can't comment of how good it is. I just play pretty much offline. Oh yeah, another thing, Earthquake. I don't know what it is, but I've never been a fan of his playing style in the past games. But in this game, I actually played him and I did really good. I actually stuck with him for a long time. I don't know if his attacks have always been this good, but they do a ton of damage, and he's a pretty fun character to play as. So yeah, kudos for making Earthquake really cool. So I think this is a great new Samurai Showdown game. Of course, we have new characters coming soon. Um, Pretty much they've revealed them to be like Wan Fu, which is awesome that he's coming back. Basara, Kazuki Kasama, Rimuru, she's coming back. So hopefully we'll get a season 2 with more characters. Of course, I would love to see Champ Champ come back. And I have to speak about the final boss. I mean, we all know SNK is famous for their hard bosses. And the final boss is really hard, a pain. At least for me, she was. Eventually I beat her, but yeah, she can be pretty tough. But yeah, I really loved this game. I thought it was a great new addition into the series, and I look forward to what they do next. I mean, of course, we have hopefully more new characters coming in, but Samurai Showdown 2, I would love to see what they do with that. Hopefully, they would get a real story mode, like a really fleshed out story mode. That would be awesome. But yeah, I highly recommend this game. It's going for $60. I think it's, if you're a Samurai Showdown fan, I think it's definitely worth it. If you're a fighting game fan, I think you'll enjoy it. Actually, this game is going to be at Evo this year, if I'm not mistaken. So that's awesome. Can't wait to see some of those matches. But yeah. Great game, awesome gameplay, love the graphics, the music. I pretty much put down Mortal Kombat 11 and pretty much played Samurai Shodown straight through. And I see myself going back to Samurai Shodown. It just seems more fun to me. I don't know. But yeah, that's it for this review. Hope you enjoy it. Come back soon. Stay nasty and slimy. Enough said.